right, Bruchim Aboyim, welcome everyone. This is a little bit of an interesting little story that happened to me today. I can't give too many details because it's probably a HIPAA violation. This is not in the prison, but another institution where I serve. And there's a bacher from a Chassidish home, from a very choshev home. I remember, his mishpacha, his uncles or rabbonim, very choshev, cousins, uncles, very choshev mishpacha. And lighter, Zoe is this, whatever, he's in this place. And I don't get to spend that much time because, my hours are very limited that I'm over there. And I come, I do what we call a service, whatever it is. So, I got there today, the first, and I have to do different services, different buildings, different units. In the morning was a different group. In the afternoon I come there, sitting there, nobody shows up, nobody's there. Just sitting, whatever, learning, saying Tehillim, whatever it is, watching YouTube, whatever. And then one person comes in, not that interested in talking to me, but I try to make a conversation, he leaves, another person comes in and starts a conversation, then this bacher comes in and starts to speak to him in Yiddish and everything, Baruch Hashem, and he has his yarmulke on, and his payas and everything, Baruch Hashem, and, because sometimes I remember for a while he wasn't wearing a yarmulke. Now, I hadn't seen him in a few weeks, I wasn't there the last 2 weeks, he was there with the yarmulke, he was there, Baruch Hashem. I don't judge if he's not wearing a yarmulke, but if he is, it's I can celebrate that, no? So anyway, he had a book, and again, I don't want to get into any more details too much, but I guess it's a book on astrology. At least I'm studying astrology. It's a nice big book they got from the library in the institution. And I asked him, sometimes I know these secular books will have quotes from Jewish sources, something from the Talmud, something from the Zohar. He said, no, I haven't seen that in this book. So, okay, well, I figured, it's a good hook, So first I show him, I know a thing or two, right? And it was... So I said to him, I saw a siddur that in this, like before davening in the morning, I had for each day of the week, it said you should say a certain kapitel Tehillim, not like the Yom we have. And I when I go into these former Batei Medrash, I don't like to take my phone with me. I would have taken my phone and taken a picture of this part of the siddur because it was very interesting. I was actually talking to the pagan priest at work who works for me at my full-time job. He comes once a week, and I was discussing actually this that I saw in the siddur and the discussion of the mazalos and things. So, and it is fascinating how similar, again, this is there's a field of study called comparative theology, which is different than comparative religion, and it's this type of a thing. And we learned the Magen Avram talks about you don't make kiddush between 6 and 7, and we talked about the Gemara. So the siddur mentions like each day of the week corresponds to a different mazel, and like I was discussing with the Norse pagan priest, since many of the names that we have of the days of the week are related to the Norse deities, and what are they the same as the Greco-Roman deities? And he said Tacitus believed that in his history books. That's what the Norse priest said. and I was discussing because like it said like, you know, it said you know, for each day of the week is a different mazel. And so, and I mentioned to this bacher, I said, you know, when we say the planets in ancient astrology, they didn't know about planets like Uranus and Neptune, and now Pluto's all machlokes. But you know, and what they called planets isn't what we call planets, because the sun and the moon are also planets because they move around compared to the stars. You know, because they didn't understand so clearly. They thought, you know, the firmaments and things. They didn't understand so clearly how nowadays the measurements that we've made and we see in the world, you know, show this. So it was, you know, that the you know, the heliocentric, you know, model of the solar system as opposed to geocentric model of, I guess, would be the Earth system or just of the universe in general. Although I guess in the ancient times it would be heliocentric model of the universe, and still not in ancient times, but in, you know, medieval times when they discovered the heliocentrism. So, you know, I impressed him that I knew something, and then I was looking, trying to find. This was exactly what I was looking for. I found it, and my wife also works in the same institution, so I sent it to her. I said, please print it out for this bacher, share it with him. And again, maybe we could talk about this later, but I told my wife, I said, you know, it's just so interesting how everything is hashgacha pratis. Like, I wanted to today, you know, I like my kids go to school, so like I have to bring them to school on the way to work, and we were a little bit late this morning, and on the way back I'll pick them up, right? And actually I gotta figure out where I am now that I'm here in Kiryas Yol. But the point I'm just like trying to bring out is that I said to my daughter called me, and she said, no, I'm ready to be picked up. And I said, I'd like to daven mincha first. And I was like, really, if I'm in Kiryas Yol, I should daven with a minyan. But then I realized, you know, like, it's not nice to her. Like, it'll take me 2-3 minutes to daven mincha if I'm davening with yechidus. But if I stop to go to minyan, everything, parking, getting in the car, getting out of the car, it's not fair to my kids that they have to wait for me any longer than they have to. So, which I might be guilty of right now, because I'm not sure if I'm going the right way now, and I should really turn off the video and look at the maps. But what is this? It's not even a street sign here. All right, so I got to turn around. This is not where I'm going. So, just the point that I'm bringing out was, so I davened mincha before I left work. I went to the chapel, I davened mincha, and yeah, this isn't where I want to be. So, when I said moedim, which is a Thanksgiving blessing, I said I realized, like, I'm thankful, right? Because not only because like that I got to learn Torah with this bacher who needed chizik, and not only because and my wife said, you know, he's not off the derech. No, he's not off the derech, but just like, and not only that, like I had like koiches to discuss with him, like I had kalim to like get him excited with Torah, that we learned the Magen Avram, and we talked in the Gemara, and we talked in learning. But something more was that I was thankful that I have koiches, that I have kalim. wonder what happened to this Bismedrish. It was a Rebbe here I was friends with. I used to teach here in the yeshiva here. It's not here anymore. I think he moved to Muncie now. But anyway, that I have the kalim to Ofteen, that like I was able to talk to him this Bocher, he's interested in things outside of Yiddishkeit that interact with Yiddishkeit. And like I said to him, you see, everything's connected. Everything's in the Torah. So, but like the point I was bringing out was that like I'm thankful that I know enough about secular things that ich habe Sprach mit dem. But not only that, but also I can speak to him in Yiddish. Like ich can reden mit him auf Yiddish, auf goyische Sachen, but bring it to Torah. Like use these. That's mamish what it means. Like you take it says like the itur. You take the pitchfork and you turn around the hay, and it's like, oh my goodness, it's such a thankful thing. I'm like just so thankful that we have these opportunities to learn Torah together, but you know what I'm saying? Like everything is Torah, and it's just I can if I didn't have the background that I have, I don't think I would be able to serve him in the same way that a younger man who grew up in Lakewood would, If I grew up in Lakewood or grew up in Monroe or grew up in Muncie, the fact that I came from where I came from and I am where I am, it's like all min hashamayim. It's like just incredible, and I'm just so thankful. I really gotta go so I don't get lost. But I want to thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Have you ever had experience like that? And can you bring that into the davening? Can you bring that into your moedem anachnu loch? That what can you bring into thanking God every day? It's just incredible. Thank you for watching. God bless. Please like, share, and subscribe, comment. We'll see you later, okay? I gotta go.